Hey guys, what is up? I want to talk about the KSI versus Joe Weller fight, and I want to give my honest opinion on like a sort of a review of what I thought. Now, I honestly have to say, first of all, congratulations to all the YouTubers who participated in the event. I thought, you know, people who haven't really done much boxing before have come on to put a performance on, and it was good. It was really good, honestly. The main thing I want to talk about is the KSI, obviously the main event. Now, personally, I have to say, before hearing that they were wearing head guards, I was a bit annoyed because I love a fight when they're not wearing any headgear. But I have to say, thank God they were wearing it, because the way KSI was destroying Joe Weller, I think if he didn't have that on, I think it would have been a much earlier clean knockout. So it would have been TKO, it wouldn't be technical knockout, it would have been a proper knockout, because KSI was all business in that fight. My God, listen, I have to say a few things before we dwell into the actual match. Now, apparently Joe Weller said he was living in the gym, he trained 8 hours a day or something. It didn't look like, no offense, it didn't look like he had put that kind of effort in. Because if you look at JJ, he didn't claim that he spent 8 hours in the gym, but he looked like he did. Because the transformation in his body was absolutely immense. It was incredible. You know, he came ripped, you know, he came in ripped, which was amazing. While Joe Weller came in with a very similar body prior to the fight. You know, he didn't really put much weight on or lose much weight. I have to say, as soon as the bell went, KSI, you know, he dominated by his boxing skills. He's got a longer reach because he's taller. He just kept on pounding him with that jab, kept on getting him with the jab. And I have to say, Joe Weller fought back in small spots quite well. You know, he took some really good punches. But I have to say, JJ's power was too much. Now, if I was training Joe Weller, like, I think the trainers of KSI did a fantastic job, because he looked like a complete package. His defense was not the best. He didn't ever have his hands up, but then again, I guess when you have head guards up, you don't really think about too much putting your head up, your guards up. But I do recommend, you know, more head movement and just basically, but a little bit more movement. But KSI looked fantastic. His attack was amazing. It was all about attack. I didn't really see much defense from anybody. It was all about who had the best attack. And if I was Joe Weller and I was training Joe Weller, I think Joe Weller would have done two things. He should have done two things before fighting KSI. One was put a little bit of size on, and I tell you why. Is because to neutralise that 4 kilo advantage KSI's got, if Joe Weller had a little bit more power in his shots, maybe they would have had more. They would have been more efficient, more substantial when they hit him, more significant. Because unfortunately, what happened was for Joe Weller, because he had that. KSI just dominating with that power and that jab, that reach, that physical presence of KSI. And before the fight, in the press conference, I remember when Joe Weller said, you're going to see the difference between a gimmick and an actor and the athlete. But I'm not lying, in the fight it looked the opposite. It looked like JJ was a complete athlete. And you know, I have to say, you know, them words, they didn't really hold much water, because it was a fantastic, flawless performance from KSI. He just did so well in that fight. I just think it was his night. And Joe Weller just, you know, he should have threw a little bit more punches. You could see that he was very nervous and he had more to prove, I think. But essentially, jokes aside, you know, I'm very glad that they had the head guard, you know, the head guards on, because it just felt like KSI would have took him out in that first round. That's what it looked like, because KSI's barrage of attack, and there was not much head movement or hands up from Joe Weller, you know. And you've got to remember, Joe Weller's the one who's trying to come in, because KSI is taller, so he has to sort of evade them punches and maybe hit the body and then come up with the jab. With an uppercut. And KSI, talking about uppercuts, were throwing marvellous uppercuts. I think Joe Weller could have either put more weight on or worked on his defence. You know, he, as a shorter guy, probably should have mimicked a Mike Tyson, you know, the peekaboo style. And he could have had a trainer where he's actually, you know, maybe even chucking tennis balls and he has to dodge them, or he has to go underneath KSI's punches and, you know, slip one in. You know, really hit the body, you know, because they say kill the body and the head will fall. But overall, I really enjoyed it. Big up to Ali Anisan Gibb, because his performance was very good. He sort of livened everything up. But yeah, I really enjoyed the event. I thought it was really good. And yeah, one guy actually got married in it as well, which is crazy. Apparently, like he sort of he proposed to his fiancée or whatever, so it was crazy what happened. But anyway, that's all I have to say. Big up to KSI, man. He was incredibly good in that fight, and I don't think any YouTuber is stopping KSI. Not nowhere where I see, unless you know, Amir Khan's around. You know what I mean? Khan, he's the beast. But let me tell you, 83 kilos is what KSI is. So he's a bit of a tank, and you know, he'll be knocking people out for fun with that kind of power that he's got. But well done, JJ, fantastic stuff. And Joe Weller, good attempt. Because I tell you one thing, Joe Weller could have quit in the first round, but he kept on fighting. He got heart. He got heart. Joe Weller's got heart. So well done for that. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and peace out.